To connect with Oya, devotees can owe red wine, red peppers and black candles as oorings. Oya is believed to bring strength, courage and protection to those who seek her guidance. By worshipping these African deities and connecting with the 7 powers of Africa, devotees can tap into ancient wisdom and receive blessings of love and prosperity. Through prayer, oorings and rituals, followers of African mysticism can strengthen their connection to these powerful deities and invite their blessings into their lives. Building altars for deity worship. Building altars for deity worship is a sacred practice in African traditions, where devotees connect with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. Altars serve as physical representations of the divine energies that practitioners seek to honor and invoke in their lives. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. To build an altar for deity worship, it is essential to choose a location that is clean and peaceful, where you can focus your energy and intentions. Next, select a surface such as a table or cloth that will serve as the foundation for your altar. This surface should be dedicated solely to your spiritual practice and should not be used for any other purpose. Once you have your altar space prepared, it is time to gather the tools and items that will enhance your connection with the 7 powers. This may include candles, incense, crystals, statues, and other sacred objects that resonate with the energies of the deities you wish to honor. Each of the 7 powers of Africa has a specific name and energy that can be invoked for power, love, and protection. By connecting with these energies through your altar, you can cultivate a deeper relationship with these divine forces and receive their blessings in your life. When setting up your altar, it is important to arrange your items in a way that is meaningful to you and reflects your intentions. You may choose to create separate spaces for each of the 7 powers, or you may combine them in a way that feels harmonious to you. Ultimately, building altars for deity worship is a personal and sacred practice that can help you connect with the 7 powers of Africa in a profound and transformative way. By dedicating time and energy to your altar, you can strengthen your connection with these divine energies and invite their blessings into your life. Chapter 6. The Power of Rituals. Performing rituals for manifestation. Performing rituals for manifestation is a powerful way to connect with the 7 powers of Africa and harness their strength and guidance for your own benefit. These rituals are deeply rooted in African traditions and are believed to hold the key to unlocking power, love, and protection in your life. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. Each of the 7 powers has its own unique qualities and energies that can be called upon through specific rituals. By performing these rituals with intention and reverence, you can tap into the ancient wisdom and spiritual power of the African traditions. To connect with the 7 powers for manifestation, it is important to understand their names and attributes. The 7 powers include Ogun, the warrior and protector; Oshun, the goddess of love and fertility; Obatala, the creator and source of wisdom; Yemaya, the mother of all life; Oya, the goddess of change and transformation; Shango, the god of thunder and justice; and Orunmila, the god of divination and destiny. To connect with these powers, you can perform rituals such as earrings, prayers, meditations, and ceremonies. These rituals can be as simple as lighting a candle or as elaborate as a full-blown ceremony with drumming, dancing, and chanting. Whatever form your ritual takes, the key is to approach it with respect, humility, and sincerity. By honoring the 7 powers in this way, you can open yourself up to their guidance and blessings and manifest the power, love, and protection that you seek in your life. Creating sacred spaces for ritual work. Creating sacred spaces for ritual work is an essential aspect of African mysticism. It is believed that the environment in which rituals are performed greatly influences the outcome of the work being done. By consciously creating a sacred space, practitioners can enhance the power, love, and protection that they receive from the 7 powers of Africa. To create a sacred space for ritual work, it is important to cleanse the area of any negative energy. This can be done through smudging with herbs such as sage or palo santo, or by sprinkling salt water around the space. Once the area is cleansed, it is important to set up an altar dedicated to the 7 powers. This altar can include items such as candles, crystals, and images or statues of the powers. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. When connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance, it is important to call upon each power by name. The names of the 7 powers are Oya, Yemaya, Oshun, Shango, Obatala, Ogun, and Orunmila. By invoking these names during ritual work, practitioners can establish a direct connection with each power and receive their blessings. In addition to invoking the names of the 7 powers, practitioners can also use visualization techniques to connect with the powers on a deeper level. By visualizing themselves surrounded by the energy of each power, practitioners can tap into their power, love, and protection in a more profound way. Overall, creating sacred spaces for ritual work is a powerful way for practitioners of African traditions to connect with the 7 powers and harness their energy for strength and guidance. By following these practices, practitioners can enhance their spiritual work and deepen their connection to the mystical traditions of Africa. Chapter 7. The Power of Divination. Using divination tools for insight. In African traditions, the use of divination tools for insight is a common practice that has been passed down through generations. These tools, such as the throwing of bones, reading of tarot cards, or interpreting patterns in nature, are used to connect with the spiritual world and gain guidance from the 7 powers of Africa. The 7 powers, also known as the Orishas, are divine beings that embody different aspects of life such as strength, love, wisdom, and protection. By using divination tools to connect with these powers, individuals can gain insight into their own lives and receive guidance on important decisions. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. To connect with the 7 powers for power, love, and protection, it is important to understand the names and attributes of each power. For example, Oshun is the Orisha of love and fertility, while Ogun is the Orisha of strength and protection. By learning about the different powers and their qualities, individuals can better understand how to connect with them and seek their guidance. When using divination tools to connect with the 7 powers, it is important to approach the process with an open mind and a willingness to listen to the messages that are being conveyed. Whether using bones, cards, or other tools, the key is to trust in the process and allow the powers to guide you towards the insights you seek. In conclusion, using divination tools for insight is a powerful way to connect with the 7 powers of Africa and gain guidance on important aspects of life. By learning about the powers, approaching the process with an open mind, and trusting in the messages received, individuals can tap into a deep well of wisdom and strength that will help them navigate life's challenges with grace and clarity. Interpreting signs and symbols for guidance. In African traditions, signs and symbols play a crucial role in guiding individuals on their spiritual journey. These signs and symbols are believed to be messages from the 7 powers of Africa, the divine energies that govern the universe and provide strength, love, and protection to those who connect with them. One of the most common ways to receive guidance from the 7 powers is through interpreting signs and symbols in the natural world. For example, seeing a certain animal or bird during a time of need could be a message from the spirits guiding you towards the right path. It is important to pay attention to these signs and symbols and react on their meanings in relation to your current situation. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. Another way to interpret signs and symbols for guidance is through dreams. Dreams are believed to be a powerful tool for communication with the 7 powers, as they can provide insight into your subconscious mind and offer guidance on important decisions or challenges you may be facing. Keeping a dream journal and reacting on the symbols and messages in your dreams can help you connect with the 7 powers and receive their guidance. Connecting with the 7 powers through signs and symbols requires an open mind and a willingness to listen to the messages they are sending. By paying attention to the signs and symbols in the world around you and interpreting them with an open heart, you can receive the guidance and strength you need to navigate life's challenges and peace and protection in the embrace of the 7 powers of Africa. Chapter 8. The Power of Healing. Traditional African Healing Practices. Traditional African healing practices have been an integral part of African cultures for centuries, passed down through generations as a way to connect with the spiritual world and harness the powers of nature. These practices are deeply rooted in the belief that the human body, mind, and spirit are interconnected, and that healing must address all aspects of a person's being. One of the key aspects of traditional African healing practices is the belief in the 7 powers of Africa. These powers are ancient forces that govern the natural world and influence all aspects of human life. Each power is associated with a species name and energy, and connecting with these powers can bring strength, guidance, love, and protection. To connect with the 7 powers of Africa, it is important to understand the names and energies associated with each power. These powers include Ogun, the warrior spirit who brings strength and protection, Oshun, the goddess of love and fertility who brings beauty and abundance, and Orunmila, the god of wisdom and divination who brings knowledge and insight. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. By learning about the 7 powers of Africa and how to connect with them, individuals can tap into a source of spiritual energy that can help them navigate life's challenges and end peace and balance. Whether through rituals, prayers, or meditations, connecting with the 7 powers of Africa can bring a sense of empowerment and connection to something greater than ourselves. In African traditions, these healing practices are seen as a way to honor the ancestors, connect with the natural world, and in harmony within oneself. By embracing these ancient traditions and connecting with the 7 powers of Africa, individuals can earn strength, love, and protection in a world that is often chaotic and uncertain. Herbal remedies for physical and spiritual healing. In African traditions, herbal remedies have long been used for both physical and spiritual healing. The use of herbs and plants for medicinal purposes is deeply rooted in the belief that nature provides everything we need to maintain health and well-being. In the book, African Mysticism, Connecting with the 7 Powers for Strength and Guidance, readers are introduced to the powerful connection between herbal remedies and spiritual healing. The 7 powers of Africa are ancient spiritual energies that can provide power, love, and protection to those who connect with them. Each of these powers is associated with species herbs and plants that can be used to harness their energy and enhance their healing properties. For example, the power of Ogun is often associated with plants like basil, rosemary, and eucalyptus, which are known for their cleansing and protective properties. By using these herbs in rituals or herbal remedies, practitioners can connect with the energy of Ogun and seek his guidance and strength. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the 7 powers for strength and guidance. Similarly, the power of Yamoja is connected to plants like sea moss, water lilies, and aloe vera, which are believed to promote healing and emotional well-being. By incorporating these herbs into their spiritual practices, individuals can tap into the nurturing and protective energy of Yamoja and comfort and support in times of need. By exploring the connections between herbal remedies and the 7 powers of Africa, readers can deepen their understanding of traditional healing practices and enhance their spiritual journey. Whether seeking physical healing or spiritual guidance, the use of herbs and plants can be a powerful tool for connecting with the energies of the 7 powers and finding strength and protection in their presence. Chapter 9. Conclusion. Embracing African mysticism for personal growth. In order to truly connect with the powerful energies of African mysticism for personal growth, it is essential to embrace the ancient traditions and beliefs that have been passed down through generations. African mysticism is deeply rooted in the spiritual practices and rituals of the continent, and by tapping into these energies, individuals can unlock their inner strength and potential. The 7 powers of Africa are key to this journey of personal growth and self-discovery. These powers, known by their names such as Ogun, Yemoja, and Oshun, each hold unique qualities that can provide individuals with power, love, and protection in their lives. By connecting with these powers through meditation, prayer, and ritual, individuals can tap into their energy and guidance to overcome obstacles, attract love, and shield themselves from negative influences. African mysticism connecting with the seven powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism connecting with the seven powers for strength and guidance. To connect with the seven powers of Africa, it is important to understand the qualities and attributes of each power. For example, Ogun is associated with strength, courage, and protection, while Yemoja is linked to motherhood, fertility, and healing. By learning about these powers and their significance in African mysticism, individuals can begin to cultivate a deeper connection with them and harness their energy for personal growth. In embracing African mysticism for personal growth, individuals can also explore the use of tools such as crystals, herbs, and symbols to enhance their connection with the seven powers. By incorporating these elements into their spiritual practice, individuals can amplify the energy of the powers and create a sacred space for personal transformation and empowerment. Overall, by embracing African mysticism and connecting with the seven powers of Africa, individuals can unlock their inner strength, attract love and protection, and embark on a journey of personal growth and self-discovery like never before. It is through this deep connection with the ancient energies of the continent that individuals can truly tap into their potential and manifest their desires in life. Continuing your journey with the seven powers of Africa. Congratulations on taking the step towards connecting with the powerful energies of the seven powers of Africa. As you delve deeper into the mysteries of African mysticism, you will learn that each of the seven powers carries unique qualities that can guide you on your spiritual journey. To continue your exploration of the seven powers, it is important to first understand the significance of each power and how they can be harnessed for strength, love, and protection. The names of the seven powers, Ogun, Yemoja, Oshun, Obatala, Oya, Shango, and Orunmila, hold deep meaning in African traditions and represent different aspects of the divine energy that flows through the universe. African mysticism, connecting with the seven powers for strength and guidance. African mysticism, connecting with the seven powers for strength and guidance. To connect with the seven powers, it is essential to approach them with respect and reverence. Each power has specific rituals, symbols, and earrings associated with them, which can help you establish a strong connection and receive their guidance and blessings. Ogun the warrior embodies strength and protection, while Yemoja the mother of all represents love and compassion. Oshun is the goddess of beauty and fertility, while Obatala is the wise old man who brings clarity and wisdom. Oya is the goddess of storms and transformation, Shango is the eerie god of thunder and justice, and Orunmila is the diviner who guides us on our path. As you continue your journey with the seven powers of Africa, remember to listen to your intuition and follow the signs and synchronicities that come your way. Trust in the wisdom and guidance of the powers, and they will lead you towards a deeper connection with your true self and the divine energies that surround you.
African mysticism, connecting with the seven powers for strength and guidance.